forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense in a bunch formation.
Here we go.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They go to the ground. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the...
There he goes. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Oh, spaces. Touchdown, Aggie! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles. People...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Slithers into space.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Complete out of the backfield. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The give to the back. Creates a little room. It's a running room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. A strike downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Pitts. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
There he goes. Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be first and goal.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead, built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Here's the pressure. Finds his man. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to talk about light on your feet. And can he get through there? He's down to the 37.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on Luke, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man on the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go with a direct snap. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. Sweet cut there. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. And we are all tied up here in the 4th.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. You set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Turning it on! Got the 1st down and more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great spot.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He's got it. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it to the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And coaches love having options late in the football game. They put a nice drive together. And those 2 timeouts allowing them to stay balanced late in this game when they got to have points.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All tied up, under a minute to play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, USC.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pulled a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, USC! They strike first here in overtime.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Aggie! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Defensive play in overtime. The 50, the 40, at the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the back. From the gun on third down. He's got it on the move. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans! Fit it in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey.